throughout the past couple of months or so, I've been honored and privileged to have the opportunity to work with President Garrett, to talk to her about a number of issues facing this community, and every single one of those discussions always came back to one thing: the students. Whether you agreed with her or not, some of her ideas were controversial and upended the way that we do things here at Cornell, but to do so is again to be a Cornellian, to challenge common held ideas, to try and change our university, our state, our country, and our world for the better. It's a part of our land grant mission, and it's one that President Garrett fought for up until the very end.
First time I met President Garrett was at the birthday bash we had in the spring during Charter Day weekend. The band had just performed at the event, and then we were all milling about, walking around, and I ran into President Garrett there. A bunch of people were coming up to her, asking to take photos with her. I politely waited for the chance to talk with her. Then when I spoke to her, before I could even say anything, before I could get out like, "Hi, I'm Michaela," she was like, "Oh my gosh, can I take a photo with you? I want to show my family." And I was like really, really taken aback. I was like not used to this, but I was like, "Oh, okay." So I got together with a photo, and she was also laughing at the fact that, you know, the entire night it had been students coming up to her wanting photos with her, and it was her that wanted the photo with me. And I just think that really shows how brimming with energy and life she was, and it just meant so much to me. And from that interaction, I was so excited to have her as our president. So then in the fall, she came to the band room at our first night. You know, lots of music, lots of sound. Her face lit up, and she said, I remember she said, "This is where the school spirit lives," and that it just meant so much. She came up, she climbed up a few steps on the podium, got a little nervous about climbing too high, and gave a little speech from about halfway up the podium, just thanking us for what we did, encouraging us to continue bringing a sense of community and school pride, and in that moment we knew that she would share our hope that this campus would not only be a place of learning, but be a home.